Harvard senior captain Dominic Moore, who is spending his spring break in Worcester, but you wouldn't have this any other way, I'm guessing, Dominic.
Not at all. There's no place I'd rather be than right here, right now, and nothing but excitement in our dressing room.
This is the second year in a row that you've been out here, and I guess coming out here for a second time must give this whole team, and I'm guessing you too, just that sense of familiar surroundings. You've been here before, and that's got to take a lot of pressure off coming to the NCAAs for the second year in a row.
Yeah, it definitely does. I think last year we were a little bit wide-eyed. We hadn't been to the NCAA tournament yet, and this year it's our second time around. We're a lot more confident team. We've been here before. We've played in big games, and that's definitely an ace up our sleeve, I think.
You've played BU a couple of times before. Does that help or hurt? Did it help or hurt your preparations this week? I'm guessing you're pretty familiar with that team.
Oh, we're very familiar with them as they are of us. I think, you know, it's easy when you know what you're up against. I think the coaches, you know, they've broken down the tape twice before, and they just had to do it one more time. But they knew basically the tendencies that we're facing, and as far as the team's concerned, we know what we're up against, and it's just a matter of who executes, who's going to win.
You're coming off a heartbreaking loss in the ECAC championship game, but you're so close to knocking off the team that eventually became the #1 team in the country. Does an experience like that harden this team a little bit, get you a little bit more prepared for even a grander stage of the NCAAs?
Absolutely it does. I think, you know, right after we lost that game, I sort of called the guys together and talked about, you know, the main goal we set for ourselves at the beginning of the year, and that was to make it to the Frozen Four. So, you know, it was a little glitch in our trail at the ECACs, but we've got bigger things to play for, and that's why we got nothing but excitement right now.
After last year's surprising run here to the NCAAs, there probably were a couple of snickers that the thought was Frozen Four, not just ECAC championship or making the NCAAs, but that's the goal you set for this team early on as a captain, was making it all the way to Buffalo in the Frozen Four.
Absolutely. I think last year, you know, the win was a bit of a surprise even for us. You know, we sort of extended the end of our season, but you know, this year, the way we look at it, the NCAA tournament is the beginning of something that we've sort of had in the back of our minds since the training camp in early October. So, you know, that's the goal. We take it game by game, but you know, that's definitely where we want to be.
And of course, everyone knows your older brothers played at Harvard. They didn't make it to the Frozen Four, so are they supportive of you trying to get there? Have you been in contact with them, or are they feeling a little reserved that their little brother would do something that they were never able to do?
No, we're always proud of each other, no matter what happens. You know, they've been watching the games on TV as much as they can, and I'm sure they'll have a close eye on the games this weekend for sure.
All right, Dominic, have a great weekend. Thanks very much. That's Dominic Moore, the captain here for the Harvard Crimson.